Hi, this is Nishant Kovuri, and I'll tell you something about Git. Since I am out of my workspaces in C9, I'm going to explain with the project which I have already done. So first of all, what is Git? Git is a version control. Uh, in short, I can explain version control as uh, if someone breaks the code or someone forgets to save their source code, or if two or more persons want to work on the same project, then they can use version control of Git. um, Suppose let's take an example. If two persons are working on the same project, the first person writes the source code and the person pushes the source code into the server, and the second person wants that code for using, and he wants to make some changes, so he pull the code from the server, and first the written code of the second person will mix up with the code that is pulled from the server, and the final code will be drawn as an output for the second person for editing. So the second person will make some changes, and the person will commit changes to the source code, and then he will push it back to the server. And if somebody else wants to use the same code, he will pull the code, edit changes and commit changes, and push back to server. So this this is this has lot of advantage, and I will tell you few commands in Git version control. So the famous Git repositories are GitHub and Bitbucket. I am using Bitbucket. So you can download mm, Git on working on your machine, or you can use C9 uh, as an integrated development environment for writing source code and directly pushing onto Bitbucket repository. So the first thing we need to do is like write a code, like this one is done on Ruby on Rails. This got all jump files and many folders which are used for creation of a website. So apart from this, you can simply write an HTML code and push it to Bitbucket. That's a very easy way to deploy a website. So now, after writing code, we have to type Git Init. As I already done it, I am not executing it. Git Init will initialize the repository, and then uh, Git commit hyphen A. This will commit all the changes in the source code to the master branch. One thing I forgot to tell you: there's a master branch and a other branch called topic branch. This the master branch is the main thing on which we write the code. Mm. Sometimes the code developers will get a doubt that is the code is running, or does it got any flaws. So they will not commit changes to the master branch. They commit changes to the other branch, uh, and if they feel the code is running, and then they will commit changes to the master branch again. I mean, they add up the other branch changes, to the master branch. This is the simple way to do code and using Git. Okay, after committing changes in Git, uh, if you want to check status of Git, we can check, type Git status, like, yeah, there it's saying like no changes added to commit, like. And also if you want to see any errors, we can type git logs, yeah, I mean log. This will show the log files in the project. Sorry. Yeah, you can see. And then um, if you want to finished all the thing and push it up the git repository, we should add remote, git remote add, type your username in the bitbucket which you have created, and where you have created an account at bitbucket.org slash, what's the this project name, it's sample underscore app. This will add a remote to the git repository so that you can push all the changes to it. I already did that, so I am not doing it again. Now we can simply push all the source code. This is called Git Push. This command execute all the commands, put, I mean all the things, source code, everything, um, pushing into the repository. It will be pushed into the sample underscore app repository in Bitbucket. So this is it about Git version control.